Okay, ಮಾಡುವಲ್ಲ. ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ವಾಸುದೇವಾಯ. ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ವಾಸುದೇವಾಯ. ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ವಾಸುದೇವಾಯ. ನಾರಾಯಣಂ ನಮಸ್ಕೃತ್ಯಂ ನರಂ ಚೈವ ನರೋತ್ತಮಂ ದೇವೀಂ ಸರಸ್ವತಿಂ ವ್ಯಾಸಂ ತತೋ ಜಯಮುದೀರಯೇತ್. ನಷ್ಟಪ್ರಾಯೇಷು ಭದ್ರೇಷು ನಿತ್ಯಂ ಭಾಗವತ ಸೇವಯ ಭಗವತೆ ಉತ್ತಮ ಶ್ಲೋಕೆ ಭಕ್ತಿರ್ಭವತಿ ನೈಷ್ಟಕಿ. ಮೂಕಂ ಕರೋತಿ ವಾಚಾಲಂ ಪಂಗುಂ ಲಂಘಯತೆ ಗಿರಿಂ ಯತ್ಕೃಪಾತಮಹಂ ವಂದೇ ಶ್ರೀಗುರು ದೀನತಾರಿಣಂ ಚೈತನ್ಯಮೀಶ್ವರಂ. ಓಂ ಅಜ್ಞಾನತಿಮಿರಂಧಸ್ಯ ಜ್ಞಾನಾಂಜನಶಲಾಕಯ ಚಕ್ಷುರುನ್ಮಿಲಿತಂ ಯೇನ ತಸ್ಮೈ ಶ್ರೀಗುರುವೇ ನಮಃ. ನಮಃ ಓಂ ವಿಷ್ಣುಪಾದಾಯ ಕೃಷ್ಣಪೃಷ್ಠಾಯ ಭೂತಲೆ ಶ್ರೀಮತೆ ಭಕ್ತಿವೇದಾಂತ ಸ್ವಾಮಿನಿತಿ ನಾಮಿನಿ. ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರಸ್ವತೆ ದೇವೆ ಗೌರವಾಣಿ ಪ್ರಚಾರಿಣಿ ನಿರ್ವಿಶೇಷ ಶೂನ್ಯವಾದಿ ಪಾಶ್ಚಾತ್ಯ ದೇಶತಾರಿಣಿ. जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे. हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा. ओम तत्सत. So we'll do Canto 1, Chapter 17 summary today. So who is going to start? Asha Mataji, are you okay?
Asha Mataji.
Are you okay? Can you
1 to
speak?
5, Asha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. In these verses, Sutta Goswami describes a scene witnessed by Parikshit Maharaja as he started to rule over the world as a great devotee of the Lord under his instructions. He came across a low-class man dressed like a royal king, beating the cow and the bull. These animals, actually symbolic of Dharma and Mother Earth, they were helpless and they were unprotected. Witnessing this, Parikshit Maharaja went forward, drawing his bow and arrow, shouted at them. This reveals his royal duty to protect the innocent and uphold the justice. The king questions them and condemns the action as it was devoid of dharma. This signals the degradation of the moral order, heralding the Kali Yuga. Parikshit Maharaja represents king's obligation to protect the virtuous and punish the cruelty. And also he shows how a leader should be and how he should behave. These verses can be compared to the present-day corruption and consequences of Kali Yuga, with Maharaja Parikshit emerging as the enforcer of Dharma in the deteriorating age of Kali Yuga. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Next, Archana Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Pranam Prabhuji. I'm not that well prepared, but I can just start. In Canto 6, it is, in verse 6, it is mentioned that there is, in this age of Kali, there is no one, no devotee or warrior like an Arjuna who, I mean, and they kill the innocent animals like cow in the slaughterhouse. Then whoever kills an animal is punishable by death penalty in Maharaj Parikshit's kingdom. And then at the time of Maharaja Parikshit, no no one could imagine the conditions of cow and bull. He was shocked to see the bull who was moving only on one leg. So and bull had lost all the three legs. He asked the bull whether he is the demigod who is going to cause the grief in the form of bull. And then in verse 8, now it is mentioned that government's duty is to protect both human beings and the animals. And it is horrible to see animal killing by the associates of the Kali. And Maharaja Parikshit was lamenting to see the tears in the eyes of the bull. Uh, and Actually, both men and animals are equally protected uh, as far as life was concerned in God's kingdom. And protections of cows and bulls and other animals in animals only in the kingdom ruled by Maharaja Parikshit. He addresses cows as mother. Surbi is the cow from the spiritual planet and is specially reared by the Lord Shri Krishna himself. Then cows are made after the form and features of the Surbi cows. And in this material world, there is no protection to the descendants of Surbi cows who gives us milk. So Maharaja Parikshit and Pandavas, they know the importance of the cow and bull, and they punish the cow killers, the animal killers. We should always protect the cows, uh, uh, and we should be kind to the cows. And by this, the Lord will be pleased with us, and He can bestow us the real peace. This I just read out from the uh, purport, Prabhuji. And
Thank you,
in verse,
Mataji.
thank you, Prabhuji.
Up to 10, huh?
10th one, I was little confused. 9 till 9th, uh, I was little confused, so I didn't. 10th and 11th was together.
Mm-mm.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
10th
Krishna.
and 11th I have consolidated.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
From 10th to 15th I have consolidated. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
King's position, 10 and 11, King's positions have been extremely responsible towards protection of all living entities, including human beings and animals, without any partiality. When Parikshit Maharaja understand Kali has emerged as an endangered cause of miseries for all living entities, Maharaja determined to punish and kill. Laws of God and nature are highlighted in these texts. People have been very happy, and animals, including cows and bulls, are completely protected, whereas present political leaders are completely ignorant of spiritual code of conduct in this material world. Thereby, they are failure in governance. Government after governments are being elected for the past 5 to 6 decades, none of them able to provide qualitative governance as envisaged in spiritual literature. Regime of Maharaja ruling period cannot be compared at all. And text 12, present leaders are completely ignorant of Sanatana Dharma. Basic problem of lives of every jiva is not understood in right context. As a practicing devotee, I must educate the youngsters about Sanatana Dharma and Krishna consciousness. Devotees must aspire to enter in administration and political leadership to introduce principles of Sanatana Dharma. In the text 13, Ramaraja is only vote banking for present political leaders. In real sense, they do not feel quality of they do not feel guilty of killing animals, including cows and bulls, offenseless and honest living beings, are being protected, whereas Maharaja Parikshit and all his ancestors have been afraid of losing their reputation and maintain their pious nature forever. Text 14, punishing the offender is the order of Manusmriti. When the offenders or miscreants are punished, automatically good fortune follows. Duty of the leaders is to ensure all citizens as devotees of Supreme Lord and enable them to acquire spiritual knowledge. Whereas in the name of constitution, spiritual initiatives are in grinding halt. Everyone must understand sharing Krishna consciousness and imparting right kind of spiritual knowledge is the only way to ensure peace and harmony in the society. And text 15, life in earth is only 100 years, whereas lifespan in heavenly planets 43 lakhs 20,000 multiplied by 1,000 year of earth. Denizens are amaras, are deathless. Maharaja Parikshit have been courageous enough to even punish such deathless holy souls if they violate code of conduct of spiritual literature. Leaders must of that courageous nature to ensure Ramarajya. That much I have consolidated from the earlier notes I have taken.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Next. Is Ramesh Prabhu is there? Ramesh?
Ramesh Prabhuji is not
Generally,
there in the meeting.
he doesn't speak.
Yes, he there also in the meeting, Prabhuji.
Okay, next.
Okay, then next, one sec. 20 and Uma Shankar Prabhuji, will you?
Yes, Prabhuji. I have prepared 21 to 25.
Yeah, please go
But,
ahead, Prabhuji.
okay. In
If
this
you know,
one,
yeah, please go ahead.
I'm not so concentrated on that shlokas, Mataji. I was preparing from morning.
No. You please tell the shlokas what you have prepared, Prabhuji. Hare
Okay.
Krishna.
Right. In this Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 17, 21 to 25, the dialogue was between Maharaja Parikshit and the personified bull, which represents the Dharma. The bull remains with only one leg, which speaks of the degradation of the Dharma in the current age. The verse 21, the takeaway point is that the bull personifying the Dharma, it's actually pure white and it's spotlessly white lotus flower, and it speaks of the degradation of the Dharma in the current age. He expresses in the past the Rama stood in four legs, symbolizing the austerity, cleanliness, mercy, and truthfulness. However, in the present age, three of the legs have been broken due to the prevalence of the pride, lust, and intoxication. That is the sloka 21. 22. In this one, Maharada Parikshit replies to the bull statement that acknowledging that the deterioration of the Dharma. He emphasizes that the person, the sinner who attains the same place as the sinner, highlighting the importance of refraining from the false accusations. He praises the bull for being silent, even though lots of adharma was happening against the bull. In the verse 23, the king reflects on the natures of the Lord's Maya, illusionary energy, which Lord is inconceivable to the ordinary living entities. He also acknowledges that the Lord's Maya is also powerful and it illures the living entities. And in verse 24, the bull elaborates on the degradation of the Dharma. In the Satyuga, Dharma stood on the four legs, representing the austerity, cleanliness, mercy, and truthfulness. However, in the present age, the three legs have been broken due to the pride, lust, and intoxication. And in verse 25, the bull speaks about the current state of Dharma, stating that in the Kali Yuga, only because of the truthfulness, the remaining portion of the Dharma, everything is getting sustained. However, Kali represents the religion which is increasing by the untruth, the desires to overwhelm beyond the truthfulness. Hare Krishna. That's it, Prabhuji.
Okay. Next.
My Murli Prabhu.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Jai
Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada. Chapter 17, text 26. The burden of the earth was certainly diminished by the personality of Godhead and by others as well. When he was present as an incarnation, all good was performed because of his auspicious footprints. This is explanatory, Prabhu. Then text 27. Now she, the chaste one, being unfortunately forsaken by the personality of Godhead, laments her future and tears in her eyes. For now she is being ruled and enjoyed by lower class men and pose as rulers. So the lower class people are ruling. I prepared and I didn't write down. I've forgotten over there. Occupy the post of ruler. Okay, by strength and popular votes, and instead of protecting the sufferers, such men create a situation quite intolerable for everyone. I've written what I felt. Power will automatically come to devotional people. What I felt I have to say this. Power will automatically come to when devotional principle is followed, because if we are devotees, God will take care. And then chapter 20, text 28, Maharaja Parikshit, who could fight 1,000 enemies single-handedly, thus pacified the personality of religion and the earth. Then he took up his sharp sword to kill the personality of Kali, who is the cause of all religion. So text 28, purport, it is written, the ruler should take care of all these activities which are happening because of Kali Yuga, bad activities. So this can be come under control methodically by what I felt. I'm telling Prabhu. I don't know whether it's correct. Like we have to write a stamp paper. There's so many. We have to show Aadhaar. We have to show PAN. So like that, some rules should come. Some rules should happen. That's what I felt, Prabhu. And text 29. When the personality of Kali understood that the king was willing to kill him, he at once abandoned the dress of a king and under pressure of fear completely surrendered to him, bowing his head. Empower ourselves with devotional qualities. This is Kshatriya quality. Automatically, Kshatriya quality will be developed. Yes, Prabhu, that's all. Text 30. I have to tell text 30, no?
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. Maharaja Parikshit, who was qualified to accept surrender and worthy of being sung in history, did not kill the poor surrendered and fallen Kali, but smiled compassionately, for he was kind to the poor. It is so easy to say we have to be compassionate, Prabhu. We have to improve a lot. We have to develop these qualities, Prabhu. That's all, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Who is next?
Actually, it is.
That
Yes,
was
Mataji, tell
given
me.
to some your R.R. Nagar Prabhuji. That's
Did he
allocated
respond to
to.
that message?
Yeah, we have messaged in the same group, Prabhuji,
But did he
but
respond to
no
that? Maybe
response. No response
he
from
has
him.
not, maybe not seen it message at all. Okay, move on.
Shruti Mataji.
Okay, I'll read, Prabhuji. I'll read the summary from 31 to 35, and then I'll explain the 36 to 50. So, in the text, Shloka 31, it is told that that Arjuna, because the Maharaja Parikshit is the lineage of Arjuna, he tells that we have inherited the fame of Arjuna, who we know is one of the best archers in the world during that time. And as you have surrendered yourself with the folded hands, you need not to fear for your life, because those times the Kshatriyas always used to protect the people who are surrendered. It was their dharma. Even if a sinner comes to you and surrenders to you, you have to give him protection. Like even Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Dharma Parichaje Mamekam Sharanam Rajo Aham Sarva Papebhyo Mokshishyami. Means even if you have done so many sins, and still if you are completely now you are doing correct, then if you surrender and you tell that you want your sin to be removed, we will Krishna forgive. So it's the same Arjuna, because he was Krishna's friend, he had the Krishna consciousness level, and same thing has come through their generation to Parikshit also. So he tells that any surrendered soul will not be harmed. So because Kali surrenders to begs Maharaja Parikshit, he tells so. In text 32, it is told that if the personality of Kali is allowed to act, then what will happen? Irreligious adharma will increase, greed, falsehood, robbery, and cheating, misfortune, everything will increase. So in the here Parikshit Maharaj is telling that in this age, if I allow you to grow, you will do all these things. So what we should do in order to overcome Kali is that we should love God, and everyone loves their children, their family, right? In this material world, we should love God as our own. Then what happens is, see, now we are seeing so many things happening in stampede. People are dying, air crashes, people are dying. So when we see that, okay, the people, we keep telling our family members have died, this, that, and all. But when we love God, we know that this is all Maya. Like Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, ki wise people don't lament for the people who die, because the wise people know that soul never dies, only the body dies. Now we are seeing in this Kali Yuga, so many things are happening constantly. Some or the other things daily it is happening. Like today we saw one air crash, there also so many people died. So that is why we should love Krishna. That is the essence of this. Love Krishna, remember Krishna, chant Hare Krishna. Then you will always be in a state of bliss, because Krishna is always there with us. Then in text 33, it is told that Parikshit tells to the Kali, you are in the favor of Adharma, because you are a friend of Adharma, irreligion. You do not deserve to remain in a place where people do so yagya. Yagya in the sense, now we can tell some Kirtana yagya. Those time they used to do, rishis used to do all these sacrifices and all, because though in those places divinity is there, because the supreme personality of Godhead is present over there during the yajna and all the auspicious activities. So here in this Kali Yuga, what we do is we have to do Sankirtana Yajna in order to remove the inauspiciousness of certain daily life. That is why they tell that try to do at least 16 rounds, because we know that our life is short. We don't know what will happen the next moment. So we'll always be in Krishna consciousness. That is why. So text 34, what it tells us. In all the sacrificial ceremonies, although sometimes a demigod is worshipped, the ultimate is the supreme personality of Godhead is worshipped, because he is the super soul of everyone and exists both inside and outside like the air. Thus, it is only he who awards all the welfare of the worshipper to the worshipper. So, like in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells that those who worship the Guru, they go to the Guru. Those who worship the Bhutas, they go to the Bhutas. Those who worship the demigods, they go to the demigods. But finally, these are the indirect ways you people are reaching me, but I am the receiver of all these sacrifices and all these things. It's like telling that Krishna is like the prime minister, or Krishna we can't tell prime minister, but if we consider in our local, he is a prime minister, and even if we go through this minister, that minister, that minister, ultimately the final decision is Krishna, who is the giver of everything. So it is as well better that we go through a directly to Krishna consciousness rather than going through other path. But we have to give respect to demigods, because demigods are equally part and parcel of Krishna. So even we cannot tell that okay, they are Shiva is not Shiva is a demigod, or other Devi we will not worship. Those people who are worshipping are less intelligent. We have to give equal importance, because they are devotees of Krishna, and they are supreme devotees. So we have to give respect, but we have to chant Hare Krishna, because we know that he is the supreme personality of Godhead. So due respect to all the demigods. So we should not do any disrespect to any of the demigods, but ultimately he is the giver. Text 35. Sri Suta Goswami said, the personality of Kali, thus being ordered by Maharaja Parikshit, began to tremble in fear. Seeing the king before him like Yamraja ready to, Kali spoke the following. So Parikshit Maharaj was really in anger, because he had broken the three legs of the bull, and he knew that if Kali was allowed to grow in their kingdom, he all irreligious and all mischievous activity will start happening. And Kali knew that Maharaja Parikshit, being a good administrator, won't allow this to happen. So he felt that now Maharaja Parikshit will punish me. So he surrenders to Maharaja Parikshit, and she tells him that please give me few places where I can live, because I know that you won't allow me to live in places of your kingdom. So what Maharaja Parikshit tells is that I am the protector, as protector of religion. Please protect me and give me some places, because I am a surrendered soul. So even today, like today we don't see, but yes, we see if a refugee is comes from due to some problem from another state or any country, like then we as a person are supposed to give shelter to the refugees nowadays in society homeless. But usually, like in our country, we see the Tibetans were given refuge from the Chinese, because they were being harmed by the Chinese government over there. So we see the Tibetan people living in our state because of the this one shelter given. So that time Maharaja Parikshit, because although he knew that Kali was bad, but because he was a surrendered soul, he agreed to give him shelter. So he tells that you can live in the places where there is gambling, drinking, prostitution, and animal slaughter. Because these places you can live, because there people do not follow dharma. Adharma is getting followed. And also, what happens is in those places he can live. But Kali knows that Maharaja Parikshit is a righteous ruler. He is a ruler who follows dharma, and in his kingdom, all these places won't exist. So he asks him another place where he can live. So then Maharaja Parikshit asks him to live, gives him the fifth place, that is where there is gold. There also you can live, because where there is gold, there is falsity, intoxication, lust, envy, and enmity. So what happens is, basically gold encourages all these things, because gold is wealth. And nowadays gold is standardized and it is exchanged in the form of currency. And we know that if we give our jewelry, you get that gold loan, and gold is standardized into currency. And now people are using this currency note for exchange of gold and all, huh? But gold as such, if it is used in a limited quantity, it is good. That's what Srila Prabhupada tells, huh? But in when accumulated in excess, and when hoarding happens of gold, and when you have so much of greed for gold, then this gold becomes a place of Kali, and it becomes a place for falsity, lust, envy, and enmity. So here, Maharaja Parikshit gives this thing that standardization of gold also is a place where Kali exists. Then what happens is, because of the this allowance given by Maharaja Parikshit, Kali lives in all these 5 places. But during Maharaja Parikshit's rule, those 4 places were not allowed, because he was a ruler who followed the Kshatriya Dharma. So the 4 things, that intoxication, slaughterhouses, prostitution houses, gambling houses, all were not there. But in this age, we are seeing all these are there. So here in these 5 places, and also where gold is exchanged, or the gold was being accumulated, there Kali used to stay in those times. This is what I understood, Prabhuji. Anything mistake, kindly correct. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu,
Next. Uh,
this meat eating, and now
Hmm.
actually in this generation, present generation, 70 lots of Indians are protein lacking, Prabhu. And the what they are growing in agriculture, it has no proper food. That's what I came to know. So that is
Yeah.
also one cause of meat eating, Prabhu. Okay, Hare Krishna.
No, there are a lot of protein available in nuts, pulses.
Oh,
Meat is not
they're
required.
lacking in protein, they're
No, no,
saying,
no, no.
in
Meat
population. Okay.
plus a lot of protein is available in the nuts and pulses.
That's why agriculture, they're not concentrating properly, I think. Okay, I don't know.
Okay, next.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Pranam. From text 40 to 45, from 17th chapter. When Maharaja Parikshit wants to kill Kali, Kali surrendered to Parikshit and asks where he can go and reside. Parikshit gives 4 places for Kali to reside. Because there is no such places like intoxication, gambling, prostitution, and animal slaughter in his administration, Kali asked another place, and Parikshit gave permission to stay where more gold is there. So Brahmana, Kshatriyas, Sannyasis, and the public leaders who are responsible for the material welfare of the people, they should not come in contact with the irreligiosity, especially illicit connection with women. Truthfulness is the basic principle for all religion. So Srila Prabhupada advises everybody to follow the regulatory principles and also avoid animal slaughter. So Maharaja Parikshit drove away Kali to re-establish Dharma in the shape of a bull and the earth in the shape of a cow. He took proper steps in his kingdom to re-establish the legs of the bull, namely austerity, cleanliness, and mercy. And for the general benefit of the people of the world, he saw that the gold stock might be employed for stabilization. Maharaja Parikshit, like his grandfather Arjuna, collected all illicit gold kept for the propensities of Kali and employed it in the Sankirtana Yajna as per the instructions of the Srimad Bhagavatam. When everyone is taught to sacrifice 50% of their gold for Lord's service, austerity, cleanliness, and mercy will be there for them, and the lost 3 legs of the religion will be re-established. When there is sufficient austerity, cleanliness, mercy, and truthfulness is there, naturally Mother Earth is completely satisfied. And there is very little chance for Kali to enter into the society, human society. Maharaja Parikshit was asked to take care of the kingdom of Hastinapura by Maharaja Yudhishthira. He ruled the world with great success. After the demise of Maharaja Parikshit, prolonged sacrificial ceremonies by the sages of Naimisaranya were begun. They continued for 1000 years. Maharaja Parikshit, the son of Abhimanyu and the grandson of Arjuna, is so experienced. Parikshit was experienced enough to drive away Kali from his field of activities and thereby make the state receptive to spiritual enlightenment, austerity, cleanliness, mercy, and truthfulness. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Another pranam. Thank you all for wonderful summary. So we'll end here with this. Chapter 17 is finished. Monday we'll start with the chapter 18. Hare Krishna.
Allocate,
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
Sure.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Manchakarbatarubyascha kripasindhubhyavacha patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. I'll end the
Prasad
meeting.
Prabhuji class
Hare
ki
Krishna.
jai.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Thank